Hey guys, my name is James and welcome to a brand new vlog, my last for the year 2020. Today is December 31, 2020 and it's been 292 days since quarantine fell over my country of the Philippines uh, as a response to an ongoing global pandemic called COVID-19. Now this year has really been tough for everyone. A lot of jobs were lost, a lot of people were left homeless, and pe- people in power took advantage of the situation for them to uh, gain a stronghold on their positions, and they abuse their power to pass questionable laws that goes against the ideals, the democratic ideals of at least my country, and goes against the provisions provided by our constitution that has been in effect since at least 1987, I believe. So yeah, it's been a really nasty year. This pandemic have taken away innocent lives, more than a million all over the world. I no longer know the statistics here in my country alone, but for sure that I at least know someone who has been infected or have lost someone to COVID 19. I actually know of a good friend of mine from college who lost their partner to this pandemic. And among other things, I have relatives who are very close to me who were also infected as well. And outside of COVID-19, I have actually lost a few good people in my life through to other circumstances. I can only just say that it would be an understatement to say that uh, 2020 is tough, because it's not just tough, it's challenging. How do we uh, move on with our lives knowing there's a virus going around? How do we try to adjust to the circumstances forced upon us by this pandemic? Going out, wearing a mask, wearing a face shield in some countries, especially here, we sometimes and have to observe social distancing. We can hug or shake hands with anyone, and among others, there's a lot of activities we could no longer do. We can also bring out children unless they're being guarded by their guardians or parents. But for the most part, children could not get out of the house and mingle with other children. Schools are closed for almost a year now, and many have been forced to do online classes, which has really taken a toll not just on teachers but also students, and there's also been a crisis on on managing this pandemic on the part of our leaders, because it seems like they just couldn't make the right kind of decisions needed to at least make life a little easier, to, to allow everyone to at least be given the ability to survive another day. Fast track to 1 year later, we finally have several pharmaceutical companies coming up with possible vaccines that a lot of countries are now trying to get their hands on, to start the process of vaccinating their respective populations, starting from those that are to be given priority, such as the elderly, frontline workers, etc., etc. On the personal note, I've reached 30 years this year. I'm now 30 years old. I turned 30 back in August, and I really made the most of the circumstances to celebrate this momentous occasion with my family, uh, even with the limited movements that have been eased is down, so to allow my family members to come over and uh, celebrate my birthday and Christmas with the whole family. And I, all my family also welcome a new member to the household. My god my godson, my sister's son, se- her second child, my nephew. And yeah, been it's 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 a one of those really cool moments that help you realize that all these little things that have brightened could make a difference to at least make this year a little bearable. Oh, I don't know what else to say, but I do want to say, however, that our hoping for a better future is never a bad thing to have. Uh, it's we can always look forward to better days ahead. Uh, where, where even if we go through a lot of trials, tribulations, a lot of ups and downs, uh, we can always count on the people we close to us, the people we can rely on to get through this together. And with that said, I'm one of one of the good things that happened this year is how a lot of social, economic, political issues have come into the forefront that have triggered protests all over the world with regards to as a response to this ongoing systemic racism in some countries or injustices done to to ordinary people, to the masses. And I hope that this level of activism doesn't die down in the next year, that it continues on, because the fight is never over. People's fight for full equality, for so for transparency, and the continued fight for to have leaders that would serve their constituents will must continue in order for the world to become a better place. And yeah, I know I sound very hopeful because it's not the bad thing to be hopeful, because that's the only thing that really keeps my head held high. It's the only thing that I can only look forward to, and to make sure that we could make the next every single day that comes upon us be a little better. I don't know if I make if I if all everything that I'm saying makes sense, but yeah, that's from the heart, and I want to do my part by using this platform to show the good things can happen. So guys, thank you very much for watching this vlog. At this point, I still have a lot of projects that I want to pursue on the channel. I've actually done a couple few this past couple of weeks to make up for being unable to do so after coming back to work. So you should be able to see some of them on my channel and on my secondary channel, and James Aprende Espanol. And you can and I can always count on you to give me the motivation to do more. And because Eurovision season is coming up again, uh, a new season of James Reacts to Eurovision is gonna happen on January at the earliest. And yeah, I'm gonna do some changes to the format of my reaction series, make it more a bit like a review. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Goodbye. Adios and Happy New Year. Maligong bagong taon.